welcome to Table Ready. I'm Jerred, and today I'm here with Hanna. We're going to be playing some Age of Sigmar Spearhead. So, what do you got for me today?
Today I'm playing the Ossiarch Bonereapers. I have a Mortizon Soul Reaper, 10 Mortec guards, one set in infantry, one set in reserves, 5 Cavalos Death Riders, and 1 Gothazar Harvester.
Cool.
I'm super excited to play against you. What do you have?
So, today I'm bringing the Ogormaw Tribes. I've got a Tyrant, I've got 4 Lead Belchers, I've got 3 Gluttons that start out on the field, and then after battle round 3 I can bring in another block of 3 Gluttons, a block of 2 Mornfang packs, and then a Iron Blaster.
So I don't want to fight you after round 3. Got it.
Yeah, round 3 is going to be rough. Getting to round 3 is going to be hard for me, but once we get there, if I can keep a lead early, I think I'll be able to get it, but it's going to be rough because you're just going to be able to walk all over the objectives until I can get my army in.
I look forward to it. This may actually be my week to beat you.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, there's definitely a chance. I'm a bit worried.
Well, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so you won the roll off to figure out who's attacker and defender. You're going to be attacker, so I will be defender, so I get to set up my models first, but you get to choose who's actually going first at the first battle round.
Sounds good.
I am going to start with my Gluttons. From here.
I'm going to put my Death Riders. I'm going to measure that out in a second.
Yeah. Mine was fine, I just wanted to make sure.
I'm going to actually switch this one so it's not in the trees.
Cool.
No, they need to go back a little bit. Okay.
Tie it right here.
I'll put my Soul Reaper here.
Okay. Block of Lead Belchers.
Harvester.
Yep.
You have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Then my Mortec guard is just going to sit on this objective.
Looks good to me. So, you get to pick what enhancement you have and your regiment ability.
Yes.
If you want to take care of that for me, while I figure out what I want.
So for regiment abilities, I'm going to use impenetrable ranks. I get to pick a friendly unit, and until the end of the phase, add 1 to ward rolls for the unit.
Cool. I'm going to be taking the Pulverizing Girth.
Okay.
Pick any number of friendly units that declared a charge this phase. For each of those units, pick an enemy unit in combat with it and roll a dice. On a 4-up, I inflict 1 mortal. So basically, if I charge my guys, I get to just run straight over you.
Okay. And then for enhancements, I'm going to do Morrow Pact. Each time my general uses a fight ability, after all their attacks have been resolved, I get to heal X. I don't know what that, where X is the number of damage points allocated by those attacks. Okay, I heal a number of wounds to my general.
Yeah. I will be taking the enhancement Booming Roar, which, knowing that, I probably wanted to put him in a different spot, but it is what it is. So it is going to be, I can roll it on, during any combat phase, I can roll a dice on a 4-up, I subtract 1 to hit rolls for anything within 9 inches of him.
Okay.
So, start of the battle round, we gotta draw our cards up. Then 1 is drawn at the start of each round, and so whatever you got, you just get 1 afterwards. So, and then we got to do the twist, which is, let me actually shuffle it because I don't think I did. You shuffle yours?
No, I did not. Do you want me to put these back in?
I'm sure you don't remember what they were from before anyway.
No,
so.
I don't. But I will shuffle these. How do you do that so fast?
I'm just special.
Okay, so I get to choose who goes first?
Yep.
I think I'm going to attack first.
That is fine.
If my phone will turn back on.
Ooh.
All right, there we go. For movement,
Yes.
he can only move 5.
A hero phase.
Oh, hero face, thank you. Let me move him back real quick. I know he has an ability, Drain Vitality, within 18 inches. Yep, we're gonna go for that guy.
Okay. Roll your magic.
Roll 2d6 on the 6 up.
Nope. Cool. But during your hero phase, I am going to declare the command Stand Guard. It's going to give these guys strike first.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Death Riders have 10.
They got a good little bit of movement.
Question is, where do I want to move them? Okay. And then the Harvester has 6. And those guys have 5. I'm gonna see if 5 can get them.
Closer to the one, but
Yeah.
still on the other.
Yeah. And then shooting phase. The only one of my guys that can shoot is my Harvester.
Yep.
And he has a 12-inch range, so he's going to shoot into those guys.
Into the gluttons, yeah.
Gets 4 attacks, looking for 4s and 4s.
Yep.
Only 1.
And 4s again. Okay.
Got it. 1 rend.
1 rend. Cool. So that is into the gluttons.
Yep.
We'll check what their save is. I think it's a 4. Save it on 5s. So save it on 6s. Nope. 1 damage. It'll be on this guy here.
Okay. And I believe that'll be it for my shooting phase, but let me double check. Yeah.
Cool.
Charge phase. I'm going to charge with my Death Riders into, what were they again?
The gluttons.
The Gluttons.
Cool.
Yeah. And I believe that's my only charge that I can do.
I believe so, yes.
I have 7 inches. Definitely gets me in. I'm gonna just pick him up and put him over here because I don't want the banner to break.
Yeah, that's fine. I do have strike first on those guys.
Okay.
Hopefully I can lower the amount of damage I'm going to be taking. So, hitting on 4s, then hitting on 2s. Four at 1 rend.
Okay, so saving on 5s. 2.
They are 2 damage each.
Ouch.
You do have your ward saves.
Do I?
Yeah, those guys get wards of 6 up. Your whole army is 6 up.
Oh yeah,
wards.
they do have. I'm getting back into the swing of this.
Yep. That's like Bonereapers thing.
Okay, so I saved 2, so 2.
No, you saved. You saved 2.
Yeah, I saved 2.
Yeah, because it was 4. But it was 4 damage total. So you
Okay.
save on all 4 of them. Each
Well,
one is
that
1
was
damage.
2 no's. 2 more no's.
Cool. So that is 4 damage total.
So that guy's out, and then one guy is at 1.
Cool.
We'll make it the banner.
And then let me check. I don't think, but let me check. Not quite, unfortunately.
Okay. And then my turn to fight.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the hooves and teeth first. I get 2 each, and then looking for 5s and 3s. So,
Cool. So
8.
8 of them looking for 5s.
Whoa.
Ooh, that is a fair amount of them actually. Then 3s.
That one's cocked.
All of them. 4. No rend, correct?
No rend.
Save on 5s. It's 2 of them.
Okay. 1 damage each.
Okay, so this guy has 1 health left. Well, actually, you do your other attacks, it all goes into one big pool at the
And
end.
then 3 each for the spear. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12.
Yep.
Looking for 3s and 4s. A charge I have plus 1 damage. That's a lot of ones. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
At 1 rend.
Okay, so looking for 6s. Nothing. Damage?
1 each. So 5.
So 2 each because they charged.
Yes, 2 each. Thank you.
Oh, that might actually just blow them off the board. That's what? 2,
That would
4,
be-
6, 8, 10.
Yep.
So that is. They have 4 each, so that is. Yeah, that is all of them dead.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That hurt me for you.
I expected it. So, is that it?
Yeah, that is my
Cool.
turn.
Then.
I have 1, 2, 3 more. Well, 1, 2 more.
Yes. So
3.
So it's 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for more, yep. Cool. Well, my movement, I'm going to... Okay. So during my hero phase, he's just going to give these guys extra OC, it won't really matter. He's going to be moving on his movement, and then I have a battle command to use. So, 6-inch move here, and then the command I'm going to use
Oh, I could have completed this battle tactic.
Yeah, which one was it?
You complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if any friendly units are wholly within enemy territory and not in combat.
Yeah.
They're no longer in combat.
Correct. I'm going to do this, and it's got to be 6 inches away from your dudes. So that is not quite. I think I'm going to have it like something like this. Kind of awkward. No, not quite. Okay, so then what's going to happen? So, well, actually, first, gotta figure out how many of them I even get back. Because it's a D3. That is 2. So 2 of them are coming back.
Didn't know you could do that.
It's a command.
Ah.
So it's gotta be like this. There we go. So, shooting phase. The lead belters are gonna shoot. They didn't move, so they're gonna get +1 to hit. So D3 attacks each. There's 4 of them. So it is going to be, and it's going into the Death Riders. Okay. That is 3. That is makes it 4. 6, 8. Looking for 3s and 3s. A whole lot of not 3s though.
I see a lot of 6s though.
Okay, 2 at 1 rend.
Just saving on 5s. Nothing.
1 damage each.
Nothing.
Okay, so that is 1 dead guy.
Yep.
And
That was actually how much damage he had already taken, so that would have just killed him.
okay. The Gluttons are going to try to charge into the Death Riders. The Tyrant's going to charge into your leader guy.
Okay.
He'll probably get it. They might. I think actually they get a +1 to their charges, so they only need a 5. Oh yeah, he gets it. Let me check how my regiment ability works that I picked. Okay. Cool. So they're looking for 5s. They just got it. Okay. So we're going to have both of those try to do their 1 mortal. We'll start with the Tyrant. On a 4-up, it's 1 mortal to your leader.
Ouch.
You get to ward save it,
I do.
but
Nope.
So he takes 1 damage.
Yes. Let me see how much he has total. Okay.
And they're going to try. 4 up. That definitely gets it. It's another mortal. You can try to ward it.
Huh! I got it.
You got it. All right. So combat now. They're going to fight first, and then I'll do the Tyrant. Just because I'm more worried about them dying. Fours and 2s. Twos. 4. -1 rend.
Saving on. This was against my Death Riders?
Yep.
Yep, saving on 5s.
2. Okay. That is 2 damage each again.
So 4.
Yep.
Nothing.
Cool. So that is 1 dead guy. 1 guy has taken 1. Cool. That makes my life a little easier. You get to fight back.
Yes, and I'm going to fight back with my Soul Reaper.
Cool.
because I'm more worried about him.
Yes, and he has the Moral Pact, right?
Yes.
Which-
So anytime he uses a fight ability, if he does damage, which he's hopefully about to do, he gets to heal that amount of damage.
Okay.
Which he hasn't taken damage yet. So,
He took one.
He took one. Okay. 3 attacks looking for 4s and 3s. All of them. And 2. 2 rend.
2 rend? 2 of them, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Saving on 6s? Neither? Damage?
2 damage each.
2 each, so he's taken 4.
Yep.
He has 8 health. So he is
And then
dead.
I'm going to take that away because he gets his health back.
Cool. Well, we're going to start with the Thunder Mace. 4s and 2s. That is 1. Yep. 2 rend.
Just 1?
Yep, just 1.
Nope.
Cool. That is 3 damage.
Ouch. Okay. 1 save.
Oh, I made a boo-boo.
Yeah?
He's got shooting. I forgot. Those aren't the only things that shoot.
I'll let you do it. Just remember I saved 1 thing against...
We'll do the melee first, then we'll
Okay.
go back into the ranges. Not a big
Okay.
deal. So you saved 1 of those.
Yes.
So it's 2 damage.
Yes.
Cool. And then I've got the glaive. 4s and 2s. Yep. 1 rend on that one.
Saving on 5s. Nope.
Okay.
And how
And-
much damage?
2.
Nothing.
Cool. And actually, it won't matter because you would have probably healed the damage that you did anyway, unless I do 3 points of damage, or unless I do 4 points of damage on it.
Yes, because I did 4 points of damage to you.
Yes, and you had 1, so
Yep.
I need to do
More than 3.
more than 3, which I can. It's possible. It's 4s and 3s, so there's both of them 3s, both of them. 1 rend,
Saving on 5s.
so 2 of them.
Nope.
Okay, D3 damage each.
Ah.
That is 3 damage right out, 2 damage. So he's taken 2 more damage.
Okay. I will...
So he took
He would be at 3 then.
2 from the first one,
But...
2 from the next one, right? Because how much did he take from the spear?
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot to take into account the melee attacks too.
Yep. So he would have taken
Melee.
2 from that, 2 from the. Oh, you do get your wards. He might not be dead.
Okay, so how many total was the...
That was 3 and 2 is 5 damage total.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
So he's very dead.
Yep. Cool. Well, that takes care of that.
Is sad.
You do get the crack back with your Death Riders, which is a little bit scary to me.
I'm glad they're scary to you.
I mean, they don't get the extra damage from charging this time, so
No, they don't.
that's good for me.
So I'm going to do the hooves and teeth first. 2 each. Looking for 5s and 3s. 1.
Yep. No rend.
No rend.
Saving on, I believe, 5s. 5s. Nope. 1 damage.
damage.
Cool.
And then the Naderite Spear is 3 each. Okay. 3s and 4s. So 3.
Rend.
1 rend.
6s. Cool. It's just 1 damage each.
Yes.
Dead guy. Cool. And that is the end of the round. So I gain 1. I gain 2. We control the same, so I will get 2. Oh, we definitely didn't even do the twist. It's fine. It happens. We missed it.
I totally forgot about the twist.
I pulled it, and then we had to do stuff, and
Yep.
it is what it is. So we'll do it for this round. If there's no, so the underdog picks 2 objectives on the battlefield. If there's no underdog, each player picks 1 objective. I have 2, you have 3, so I'm currently the underdog.
I actually have 4 because of my battle tactic.
Each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of their turn for each of those objectives that they control. I'm picking this one, and I'm going to pick this one, actually. We're going to try to seize the initiative. That is a 6.
And
A 7. You get to pick.
I'm going to go first again.
Cool, then I will be drawing back up to 3, and do I want to discard this one?
I don't get to draw another card, right?
You do. You draw up to 3.
Okay.
It's only the underdog. I will discard this one, though. Yeah.
So for my battle tactic that I have, take the flanks. Surround the enemy before you close him for the kill. You complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if there are any friendly.
Well, I'm not
units
supposed to
within.
know those.
Oh, you're not?
No, those are your secret, just as these are my secret.
I didn't know that.
The twist is the thing that's important,
Okay.
which I already read off. So you are going first. So it is your hero phase.
Okay.
No, I already read that.
I don't have any hero phase because my
He's
hero
dead.
is dead. Then, actually, nope. Pick a friendly hero. So nope. Cool. Movement. Harvester can move 6.
So I guess the question for the harvester is, you know that I'm trying to go for that objective. Is, do you want to keep him there and let him come to you, or do you want to try to cut him off? Pretty much.
I think I'm just gonna move him further onto the objective and hold the objective.
I think
or
that's.
try to.
I do think that's the smart plan.
And then for these guys, I'm just gonna finish conga lining them up this way.
Yep.
So they hold both objectives. That works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Death Riders are still engaged in combat. So shooting phase.
Yeah.
It's within range. So I'm gonna shoot at your boss guy.
Yeah.
I get 4 attacks. Looking for 4s and 4s.
Oh, he's like kind of far actually. That's a long fort. Okay.
2 attacks with 1 rend.
2?
Yep.
Cool. 5s. Nope. 1 each?
1 each.
Cool. He's got 2 life left.
Okay, that's it for my shooting phase. Fight phase. Well, charge phase. I'm not charging, so fight phase.
So, okay.
Death Riders. We'll start with the hooves and teeth. 2 each, 5s and 3s. All of them? Oh, wait, no. 5s. Those are not 5s.
1. No rend?
No rend.
5s. Got it.
Cool. And then 3 and 3. So 2 more. Looking for 3s and 4s. Two.
1 rend?
Yes.
6s? Nope. 2?
Yep, 2 damage total.
Okay, he's got 2 life left. He's going to crack back. 4s and 2s. One rend.
Saving on 5s. Nope.
2 damage.
Nope. So 2 damage. That's another dead guy.
Okay. And has that he had taken 2?
Yeah, he had 2 left.
Oh, he had 2 left. Okay, cool.
I started counting the way I normally do.
Okay. Well,
Because it made more sense to me.
then I think that makes it mine. So hero phase, I'm going to give these guys are going to get +3 objective. The gluttons are going to stay where they're at. The lead belchers get a 6-inch move. I may want to move into a little bit more advantageous of a position. Do I want to advance them? You know what? I want to advance.
For the end of my turn, I have 1, 2, and more.
Yep. Cool. So I'm going to keep that one for my underdog. Cool. Shooting phase. Got some shooting over here. They're going to go into your harvester. So we're going to get a D3 attacks on each of the lead belchers. We'll do the tyrant first because I have his thing open. 2s and 4, or 4s and 2s, or 4s and 3s. Ugh. Nothing. And then the iron or the lead belchers. The D3 attacks each. So this is 3 attacks, 4, 6, 7 attacks. 4s and 3s because I moved. Threes. 1.
You're in.
1.
Saving on 5s. Nothing.
1 damage.
I saved it.
Cool. Charge phase, that's going to charge into the monster. That's going to fight into the Death Rider.
Okay.
4. Do I make it?
I would say that just barely makes it.
It looks like it does, yes. Cool. So, we're going to try to get our mortal off. We got it. Roll your ward. Yep.
Nope.
Okay, he takes 1 damage. Okay.
And 3.
And one thing I want to check. Okay. So, we are going to fight into the harvester first with the tyrant. So he's got the anti-monster weapon, so 4s and 2s. Nothing. Wow. And then he's got the mace, 4s and 2s. These dice are not liking me today. 2 rend.
Just 1?
Yep.
Nothing.
3 damage.
Unfortunate that wasn't in the roll. Nothing.
Okay.
So 3 damage?
Yep. What's he got left?
6.
6. Okay. And then you get to fight back.
I'm fighting back with my harvester.
Are you sure? You have that Death Rider there. And I still have 1 glutton.
And you can't fight the harvester?
I can't fight the harvester anymore.
Okay, I'll do the Death Rider first. Okay. 2 looking for 5s and 3s. Nothing. 3 looking for 3s and 4s. One rend.
Saving on 6s. Nope.
1 damage.
Cool. He's got 3 left.
Okay.
Then the fight on the glutton. 4s and 2s. That's unfortunate for me. 1 rend.
Saving on 5s. Nothing.
2 damage.
Nope.
Okay.
So he is at 1 health left.
Cool. And now you get to fight with the harvester.
Melee. He gets 4 attacks for his hooves and tail, looking
Cool.
for 4s and 3.
And I will be declaring steel defense, so he will ignore rend this turn.
He will ignore what?
I will ignore rend on the tiger.
Oh, okay. I see. Two.
Okay.
And you said no rend for you.
Yep, so it's just a straight up 4. Saved 1 damage.
2.
Okay, oh, he is very dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't even get to do my my fun attack. Oh well.
Yeah, not much I can do about it. So that's the end of the round.
Yep.
So we are going to the top of 3. So roll off to see who's going first.
That is an 8.
That is not an 8. And I gain 1, 2, and that's it. So just 2 for me. Gives me a 4. Okay. And
Did either of us do the twist?
you would have gotten 1 more from the twist. Because I declared that one hoping I'd be able to take it.
Oh.
I couldn't. The next twist is Life Spring. We're just going to put it on this one.
Okay.
So you get to go first.
Cool. I was really hoping you'd kill my Death Rider because I wanted to redeploy them. I have
have reinforcements anyway. I'm not supposed to know that.
Well,
Unfort, he's still alive.
yep. Cool. Well, I'm gonna let my harvester just stay where he is.
Okay.
In fact, everyone's gonna stay where they are except for these guys who get to deploy now.
Yeah, what's the rule on it? Is it edge of...
I have to double check on that. Battle traits. 3 inches of a battlefield edge and more than 6 inches from all enemy units.
Cool. Well, that does mean you can't put them anywhere back here, pretty much.
It just says a battlefield.
Yes, but you'd have to do it like over
down
here instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
If that's where you want them, or you could put them back towards there and march your Mortek guard up a little closer.
I'm fine with putting him here and marching him forward.
Cool.
Granted, this is their movement phase this turn, so
Yep.
I'm gonna see how far away how close I can get them. I can have one on the objective. There we go.
Okay. Well. Cool.
That is movement, shooting.
I'm assuming he's gonna be shooting at that group of lead belchers then.
Yes.
Cool.
Ranged. He gets 4, looking for 4s and 4s. Lots of 4s.
That is a lot of 4s. Me looking for 4s and 2s, nothing.
Me looking for 4s.
2 of them.
Yep.
1 rend.
Yes.
Save it on 6s. 1.
1 damage.
Cool. They have 4 health, so this guy on the back here will have 1, or have 3 left.
Okay.
Cool.
That is all I can do for shooting. I'm going to try to... It's going to be a hard charge roll, but I'm going to see if I can charge with them.
Okay. Into the lead belchers as well?
Yep. I'm going to measure this out and see. I'm going to need a 6.
Oh, yeah,
that gets them in. Okay. It's 8, right? They're all touching or touching a person who's touching.
Yep.
And into fight phase. I'm gonna start with my Death Rider actually.
Okay.
I know I just charged with them, but can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Get one more good smack in with him before he's out of the running. 2 looking for 5s and 3s. Nothing.
Okay.
3 looking for 3s and 4s. One rend.
Okay, looking for 6. Nope. 1 damage. He's taken 2 now. So we've got 2 left.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the lid belchers go first. So I can try to smash as many of those bony boys as possible. So that is, I believe, 4s and 2s. Yes, 4s and 2s. So 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16. Looking for 4s and 2s, like everything else in this army. And then 2s. Two, 4, 6, 7. No rend.
Saving on 4s.
Looks like 5 fails.
Yep.
They are 2 damage each. So there's 10 damage going into them.
I get to make 10 ward rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 2.
2 successes?
Yep.
Cool. So that is 8 damage going into it. They're 1
That's
each, correct?
8. Yep, that's 8 dead guys.
Okay, so that's going to leave you with 2 guys left.
That's fine.
Are those in cohesion?
Oh.
There we go. Okay. Well, you get 2 attacks at least.
Yeah, better than nothing.
I think it's like 4 attacks. I think they're 2 each.
2 each, yeah. Looking for 3s and 4s. And I was the one who charged and need you, so that doesn't apply.
Correct.
That's a whole lot of nothing.
Cool.
Well, 1. Hold on, and 4. Okay, so 1. No rend.
Cool. Saving on 5s. Okay. Come on.
Okay,
I got it.
nothing.
Cool. Well, the crack back on the, I guess, the Death Riders. Or the singular Death Rider. 4s and 2s. Where was that turns ago?
I know.
3 at 1 rend.
Saving on 5s.
Okay.
Okay. He
That's
does not want to die.
Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that right now.
I'm not.
So, hero phase. I got nothing. Movement phase. It is round 3.
Yeah.
I get to bring up. Oh, the guy that took 1 damage healed 1 damage
Oh.
because it's the wellspring here.
Oh.
And you get 1, 2 more. It's 3 more.
Okay.
Cool.
Officially puts me to 11.
I didn't draw for phase, did I? I did not. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well. So he's dead. The Iron Blaster's gonna come in. The Mournfang's gonna come in. Okay. So this, I think, is gonna come in like here. Can it?
I don't think so.
Not quite. Unfortunate.
You could put it over here.
Yeah, but then it can't really move anywhere. Okay, that's gonna have to come. Come here, I think. Something like this, maybe. Not quite. Okay, well, it's probably gonna have to come in on round 4. That's unfortunate. The Mournfangs, on the other hand, should be able to get in. Something like that. Yep, that's more than 6. That's more than 6. The other group of Gluttons. Maybe back here should be more than 6.
This is where things are going to start getting painful for me.
Yeah. Honestly, he can move through there. That's fine. Okay. So, they can't shoot because they're in combat. He's good. Okay. Mournfang should have some shooting that they're going to try to put into that harvester. The Iron Blaster's going to shoot into the harvester. So the Mournfang. Oh wow, they don't have any shooting. I think they get shooting in regular Sigmar. So the Iron Blaster's the only thing shooting right now. And that's going into your big monsty. So, looking for 4s and 2s. Nothing. That's what I'm talking about.
Luck is on my side today, and I'm okay with that. Knock on wood.
The Mournfang is going to charge into the monster. The Gluttons are going to attempt to charge into that and probably fail, but so we're looking for probably like 7 or 8. 8. So we're looking for 7 because they get +1. So we'll start with those just because that's what I was just talking about. Looking for 7. That gets them just in. And that is, I believe, also 7. It looks about 7, 6.5. We'll call it 7.
Yeah, works for me.
That gets them in. So, boom. And those get into here. Something like that. All right. Well, the Mournfang's going to try to attack first. They get 6 attacks, looking for 4s and 2s. That's a little more like it. 4 of them at 1 rend.
Saving on 5s. 2.
That is 2 damage. Then they've got 8 of them coming in with 4s and 2s.
Let me make my ward rolls real quick. Nothing. So 2 damage.
That's 4 damage because it's 2 each.
Oh. Okay, 4 damage.
4s and 2s again.
Ouch.
Six. At 1 rend.
Saving on 5s. I saved 3.
Okay, those are 2 each as well for 6 damage.
And that is 1 very dead harvester.
You get 6 wards. You might make them. Probably not, but you might.
The odds are not in my favor on this.
Nope. Cool. Get out of here. Okay, so you've got Death Rider, you got the 2 Mortec. Probably your better bet is to go for the
Death Rider. He'll do
Death
more
Rider,
damage.
because he's got a higher chance of killing that than those do of killing anything.
Yeah. Alright. We'll start with the hooves and teeth. 2 looking for 5s and 3s. Whole lot of nothing. 3 looking for 3s and 4s. 1. Nothing.
Cool. Well, then I'll just fight with the... We'll start with the gluttons over here, just because... pretty much the same amount of killy. Fours and 2s. Oh, and I guess I'll get pile-ins and stuff, but... That is 6 saves at 1 rend.
So we got 5s.
And they get their pile-in.
Two.
Make sure pile-in works like it does in 40k, because this game's weird sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about. This game is great.
It's great. It's just it does things different than 40k sometimes. And
I mean, yeah.
so then I have to sit here and go, which was which? Well, they would have had a 3-inch pile-in onto that, which would have moved them back to this so they can actually get on the objective. That pile-in wouldn't matter on them. So anyway.
I saved 2.
Save 2? They are 2 damage each, so. Those are
Into the Mortec or the Death Rider?
into the Mortec. So, those are very dead Mortecs.
I'm not making those war rules. I'm not even... I know I won't make them.
That's fine. The only other fight I have left is the one glutton, the one lone boy. 4s and 2s. He just needs one of them. Yep. 1 rend.
Nothing.
Cool. That is 2 damage. He gets his words. You gotta save both of them, but he could live. He didn't, but he could have. So he's dead. Cool. So I control 1, I control 2, we control the same amount, so I will gain that. And then I will be spending the cut off the head because I killed an enemy unit.
Okay.
And I've killed your general before, so I will get 3. Is there anything else I can do? Then 3 inches. Yeah, we'll spend that one as well. And we will spend raise to get another one. So I will go up 1, 2, 4. Up to 8. And this is moving into the last battle round.
Okay.
So, start of the battle round. Roll off.
An 8 again?
It is an 11.
Okay.
And I will take first, I think. So, because of that, I do not get to draw a new battle tactic because
Okay.
I'm the because there's not more than 5 between us. How many points are you at right now?
11.
Yeah, so there's not more than 5 between us. So what I have here is what I got.
Okay.
So, yeah, these guys are just gonna move their 5 to onto here.
It says any movement phase. Can I do this during yours?
Yes.
I'm
If
going
there's any movement phase,
to
yes.
call reinforcements. It says pick a friendly infantry or cavalry unit with 5 or more models that has been destroyed and has
Yep, I know
not
which one
already
it
been
is.
replaced. Yeah.
D3. You get a D3 of them, and then have to be 6 inches away from my guys, which is going to be a little rough.
Oh, 1. I get 1
You get
mod.
one guy.
And I'm gonna choose this guy. It has to be 6 inches from all
6
of you
inches
guys.
from my guys, yep.
I think the only place I can put him is either
Probably
over
either
here
over here.
or on that corner.
That one's going to be rough because you're going to be up against the lead belchers. I think the only real spot to put him is there because the other thing is like even if you put it here, my lead belchers are just going to turn and shoot him.
Yeah.
So I think that is fine. Cool. Well, this glutton, this lone hungry boy, gonna move up on to this objective and take it. They get, I believe, a 10-inch move. 9-inch move. Here. So they can charge. And then that's fine. The lead belcher. Honestly, the gluttons probably could have moved in a different way and the lead belcher could have moved, but I messed up. That's going to stay where it's at. I think that's all I can do. Morning Fang Pack is going to charge. That is like a 3-inch, 4-inch charge. That is 8 inches of charge. Yeah, you're
Definitely get you in.
definitely in. And they're going to actually pile in over here to make it hard for you to get onto that objective.
Thanks.
You're welcome. They charged. Mortal.
Okay, that's 1 dead guy.
You get to roll the dice to maybe not get a dead guy. He's still a dead guy.
Dead guy. Very close to being a not dead guy, but still a dead guy. We'll take this one.
Okay. And this is 2 groups of 8 attacks. So 4s and 2s. That is 3 of them at 1 rend. And then I have another group of them that are also going to be 4s and 2s at 1 rend, so we can do them all at once.
Okay.
So currently that is 3. 4s and 2s.
Any rend?
1 each. So it'll be whatever your save is minus 1.
Saving on 5s.
2. That is 6 damage. Total. You get 6 wards to make.
1.
That is 5 very dead guys. So here's the question you have to answer for yourself right now. Because they will get their fight back. They have anti-charge. But
Do I want them to hold?
do you want them to hold that objective
Or that one.
or just take that one and not have to fight for that? Because if you have to fight for that, you're probably going to lose.
No.
So you might be better
think I'm
served to
just
just
gonna
pull your
take-
5 guys out and get your dudes out of combat.
That's what I'm gonna do. And not have my fight back on them.
Yes. That is,
I think is gonna be my best
I think,
option.
yeah, like I said, I think that is also your best option. Oh, we didn't grab our twist. Take the land. Each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of their turn if there are more friendly models contesting the large terrain feature in enemy territory than there are enemy models contesting it. So right now I've just got that guy contesting it.
Okay. That actually changes what I'm doing though.
So I honestly, I think that's the same thing.
My
because
Death
there's-
Rider is just gonna go up onto this objective. He has 10 inches of movement.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is these guys should already be able to do that anyway, and just get right here.
Oh, okay.
So you won't even have to do it with the Death Rider because you could do it with those guys. Now that said,
I could.
I don't
try
know
to
what
have
else
him
you would do
contest-
with the Death Rider because if he tries to contest that, he's probably just gonna get fight back and killed.
Yeah.
But it's an option.
At least he goes out in a blaze of glory.
Understandable. So with that,
Is that your turn?
That is the end of my turn, so that is 1, 2 more. I control, so that's 1 from that. And I'm going to spend my last one for Ignix Dias, which is this one, to get another point. So that is 5 total. So I'm going up to 13.
Okay.
And it is your hero phase.
Nothing I can do for hero phase, but I'm just can't do that one.
Didn't he want to go out in a blaze of glory?
He does. I was just trying to see if I could get him far enough to do this, but I can't.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those guys might be able to do it. I don't know what it is that you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get them within this edge, and I don't think 5 inches is enough.
He could try to advance to try to get it off, but I think it is still going to be a rough. I think it'll be rough to make happen. And Sigmar's called run. So yeah, he could try to run, and if you roll the 6 on the run, he could get it. Maybe.
Because I think that's the only way I'll beat you at this point. You just got 1 more point than I did. But I have that objective, and I have that.
So that's 2 points.
You know what? I'm gonna try. We're gonna try.
He's gonna try to just fight it out?
Yep, we're gonna try to fight it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for my pretend charge that I just did. Yeah, that definitely got me
That definitely is a charge. Cool. So you get your 3s and 4s, and you get your 5s and 3s.
Yes. Let's do the 2 5s and 3s real quick. 1.
Okay.
No rend.
Saving on 4s. That's it.
Okay. 3s and 3s. Or 3s and 4s. Okay. 2. Okay. 1 rend.
1 rend. So save it on 5s.
Oh? You're kidding. You're kidding me.
They're definitely fighting back.
Yeah.
So that is 8, and then 8 again. 4s and 2s for both of them, and 1 rend on both of them.
Ouch.
Three of them for the first.
Rend?
1. So 6 total. This is looking like a very dead rider.
Yeah, that's a very dead rider.
Could maybe hit all the wards. That would be really crazy.
Okay, so that would be how much damage?
They are 2 each.
So I saved 1.
Saved 1 of 6, so that's 5, so that's 10. So you have to save like 7 of them, 8 of them to save the guy.
Nothing.
Nope. Okay. He is very smashed and crushed.
Okay, so I at least have 2 more points though.
Yep.
Which pushes me to 13.
So then we tied.
Have 1 more. Give me 1 more point, please. I want to beat you.
You gotta earn it.
I don't think I have anything I can do. This is really frustrating. I really thought it is a good game.
Oh, what do you got? Attack on 2 fronts. You complete this objective at the end of your turn. Control 2 objectives. Nope.
And no.
No, you... So, you might have been able to get it if you tried to run with the Death Rider and try for that.
Yeah.
Because if you would have tried to run with him, it was 10 inches, so... measure out 10 inches for me.
10 inches from this edge was about here.
It was about there. So he needed to get... Where's mine at?
Where is yours at?
Where is mine at? Oh, right here. I was using its marker page, that's why. So it would only need to get... Is it wholly within or just within the race?
3 inches of long battlefield edge.
So not even wholly?
Yep.
So you would have needed to roll...
From here would have been 6 inches.
Yeah, you
I could have done that.
could have tried.
I could have tried.
And gotten the 6, but you still wouldn't need the 6. We tied. It's close. The Iron Blaster, I really wanted to actually shoot something, and he didn't hit nothing.
I think this is the second time I've tied with you.
Yeah, like I said, it was very close. Once that battle round 3 hit, I was actually able to play the game and play my army.
Yeah.
So Hannah, how you feeling?
Honestly, I'm both happy with how it turned out and a little disappointed. I think I could have done better in some aspects, but I think this is my best game I've played so far. Like I said earlier, this is the second game we've tied, and I can definitely see where I've been improving. Like with my screening, I've gotten better at screening, but now I've got to get better at the other elements of the game.
Yeah, like it's all a lot of elements that all kind of come together to make the whole, right? And part of it was like early on, you just left your leader guy just right out in the middle.
Yeah. I really didn't know where to put him, to be honest. I just was like, he can go there. If he dies, he dies. And I kind of regretted that decision.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that, like, you want to protect your heroes, you want to protect your, like, big units that you don't want to get charged, especially into an army like this that just wants to keep charging you.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I said, I think you did pretty well. Ogres have a rough couple turns. Not getting to use over half my army is a little unfortunate, but it turned out I wanted the Iron Blaster to do something, he didn't. The Tyrant didn't do as much as I wanted him to either. He kind of just walked up and died. He did kill your hero, which is cool, but he walked up to the monster where he's like kind of good and just missed everything. So it is what it is. Lead Belchers, when they get a lot of shots off, it's a ton of fun. Sometimes you just don't roll well. But it was a very good game. I think that just once you kind of learn to combine everything, you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
I appreciate that. I'm really excited to really be able to learn the game and know the game. I'm getting to learn the game the more I play, and it shows.
Yeah.
And I can feel it as I'm playing, that I'm learning more. So it's exciting to see my progress and see how I'm doing and see that I'm actually not just losing to you all the time. That's exciting too.
Yeah, it's not a good time when you're just constantly losing. I think, like I said, I think Spearhead is great too, just for teaching people Sigmar and the little intricacies of getting into a war game like that. Being able to learn about screening and about just kind of area denial and things like that, right? There was a lot of moments where I just couldn't set guys down because my bases are all really big, and just how your guys were and me not being able to kill them, they couldn't go where I wanted them to.
Yeah.
So
I actually hadn't even placed my guys purposefully like that, but when I realized that it was blocking you from placing guys, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave them there.
All right, so I'm Jerred, and this was Hannah, and have a good one, guys.
Bye.